Today I've been sent out a full auto guidance system from a company called Sververken to unbox, install and try out in the paddock and see how good it is. So without further ado, let's unbox the package that I've been sent and see what's inside. So in the box, as you can see, we've got some cables. This is an antenna for the roof, some mounts, and here we've got an angle sensor. Underneath here we can see the steering wheel. Underneath here looks like we got the screen and a few more cables. Here we have the GPS receiver. As you can see, Sveaverken there. So have a look inside. Right, so here we got the splines for the steering wheels. Here you got another mount. Right, there's probably several ways you can do this, but I'm just gonna undo some of these. And get some access to some power. Underneath this panel here is the tractor's battery, so we'll be able to connect the power cables to the battery to power the system. So here I've taken off the bolts for the other cover, and now we're going to remove it. Right, so we'll stick these cables in underneath here. Once you manage to get the battery cables to the battery terminals, just unscrew the terminals and attach the new cables. And also, to make things a bit easier for you, don't make the mistake I did and put the cover back on and then have to take it off again and put that angle sensor on. So I basically just put on a couple of zip ties when I had some loose cables, just to keep the job a bit tidy. I'm trying to pull this cable back into the cab. I've fed through a wire from the inside of the cab, and I'll just zip tie the cable for the angle sensor on, and I should be able to pull it back into the cab pretty easily. So once you've got the cable inside of the cab, just leave it there, and we'll come back to it later when you plug the screen and everything else in. So now I'm going to start putting together the GPS receiver and the RTK antenna so we can put them on the roof. Both the dome and the antenna use sticky mounts to stick to the tractor cab. Just peel the cover off and place the sticker on. So basically what I ended up doing here was just stick the dome to the roof of the tractor cab and just applied a bit of pressure to make sure the sticker's stuck. And then you can also do the same with the antenna too. Right, so we're going to run all these cables here down. up in the cab, going to these wires and run them through the back here. Right. Shut that down. Here I'm just installing the ball mount, which I'll mount the screen onto. And if you look in the box, you'll find these 4 rubber covers which you can just stick on top of the bolts. Chuck that on there. If you take the cover of the steering wheel off, you'll find a nut which you can just unscrew, and once that's unscrewed you can just pull the steering wheel straight off. Right, now pull this off. As you can see, there's a spline there, so we need to find the right one for that. Right, so as you can see, that's the perfect one there. Right, so we pull this here off. Now, after taking the steering wheel cover off, if you insert the spline into the steering wheel, and then you can use an Allen key to screw some screws into the spline. Right, so now that they're on, we go and put it in the cab. Now just put the nut back on the top of the spline to lock the steering wheel on. Alright, so now that's done, we can put this steering wheel cover on. And underneath the steering wheel motor, there'll be some mounts that you can install and just screw the bolts in. It's an install guide to which cables go into which ports. So we've got the cables coming up from underneath the cab, and then the ones off the receiver coming down and in from the back of the cab. Got the mains there, so we'll plug in that screen, steering wheel, and hook everything together. Just remove these panels here, so we should be able to tidy the job up and hide a lot of the cables away, which should make it look quite nice. Right, so it's pretty much all installed now. Got the angle sensor there, cable runs along the side of the tractor, and under in this battery compartment here, got the battery terminals hooked up, and this cable joins up with them and threads up into the cab underneath the floor, and obviously hooked up the dome for the satellites. So up in the cab, we've installed everything else. Got the steering wheel in, obviously, and got that monitor in. Tried my best to hide all those cables, but unfortunately they won't all fit behind this panel here. And the isolator mounted up there, but it was also hooked into the tractor's isolator too, just sort of double safety, so the battery doesn't go flat. But apart from that, she's all installed. Should be ready to take out to the paddock. Right, we're out in the paddock here. Got the rollers on behind, so I'll just unfold these now. And we'll get into it. So now that I've unfolded these rollers, we're going to set up a boundary on the GPS. So I've entered the implement in here, and I'm going to click record to record where we've been, and then tap boundary, then tap new, and now I can record a boundary and also set my AB line, which I'll do off this fence down here. As you can see there, I'm just driving against the fence and setting out a boundary on this GPS screen here. So I've got a boundary mapping and also setting my AB line down this fence, which I'll use for the rest of the paddock. Done a full lap around this side. And on this GPS here, I'll just click, let's come up to the end here and finish off the boundary. And we're just about up to where we started, and I'm going to finish off that boundary. We're in the paddock now, and we're on the GPS guidance. It's running nice and straight. You can see out the window that we pretty much perfectly line up pass to pass. Pretty much bang on there. It's leaving a nice job out the back. Nice straight lines. Pretty good. So we're coming up to the headland here, and the tractor's on auto U-turn and going to turn around, so I'm just going to slow down here on the joystick, and as you can see, the tractor's starting to turn. Doing a nice gentle curve round. There we go, and we can just set it back to its normal cruise speed. All lined up. We're working into the night. This is the real advantage of having GPS guidance. See out this window here, it's quite hard to see how to line the rollers up. So the GPS guidance just lines it all up for me, and the wheels turning, runs a nice straight line, so you get more hours of operation during the day.